Hello students, this is Shivani Kesri, your English subject teacher. Today we will study a chapter from your English literature book and after that we will do the exercise also. So students, if you have any question regarding this chapter, then do drop it in the comment section. Now let's start the chapter through the animation video.
7. The Brave Little Tailor. One summer morning, a little tailor sat on his table near the window. He took a loaf of bread from his cupboard, cut himself a large slice, and spread it with jam.
That is not going to taste bad,
he said.
but I will finish the jacket before I bite into it.
He laid the bread aside and continued his sewing, happily making his stitches. Meanwhile, attracted by the smell of the sweet jam, a swarm of flies settled on the bread.
Hey, who invited you?
said the little tailor, driving away the uninvited guests. However, the flies would not be turned away, and they came back in increasing numbers. Finally, losing his temper, he reached for a piece of cloth and shouted,
Wait, now I am going to give it to you.
then hit at them with all his might. When he counted, there were no fewer than 7 of them lying dead before him, with their legs stretched out. He was surprised at his own bravery.
The whole world shall hear about this.
He cut out a banner for himself, then embroidered on it with large letters, 7 with one blow. The tailor tied the banner around his body and set forth into the world, for he thought that his workshop was too small for such bravery. Before leaving, he looked about his house for something that he could take with him. Finding a piece of old cheese, he put that into his pocket. Outside the town gate, he found a bird that was caught in a bush. It went into his pocket with the cheese. After wandering a long time, the tailor came to the courtyard of a royal palace. Being tired, he lay down on the grass and fell asleep. While he was lying there, people came and looked at him from all sides, and they read his banner, 7 with one blow. They went and reported him to the king, telling him that if war were to break out, he would be useful. The king was pleased with this advice. He sent one of his courtiers to fetch the little tailor. When the tailor arrived at the palace, the king said to him,
There is a giant in the town. If you can get rid of him, I will get you married to my daughter, and you shall get half my kingdom. It is not every day that someone is offered a beautiful princess and half a kingdom.
thought the little tailor.
Yes,
He replied.
I shall defeat the giant.
The little tailor set forth, followed by 100 horsemen that the king had sent. At the edge of the forest, he said to them,
You stay here. I shall take care of the giant myself.
He bravely took to the road, and being light and agile, he did not grow weary. The road led him up a mountain. When he reached the top, a huge giant was sitting there, looking around contentedly. The little tailor went up to him cheerfully and said,
Good day, comrade.
Unbuttoning his coat, he showed the banner to the giant.
You can read what kind of a man I am.
The giant read 7 with one blow, and thinking that the tailor had killed 7 men, he gained some respect for the little fellow. But he did want to put him to the test, so he picked up a stone and squeezed it with his hand until water dripped from it.
Do what I just did.
Said the giant.
If you have the strength.
Reaching into his pocket, the tailor pulled out the soft cheese and squeezed it until liquid ran from it. The giant did not know what to say, for he did not believe the little man. Then the giant picked up a stone and threw it so high that it could scarcely be seen.
Now, you little fellow, if you can do that, I shall leave this town never to come back. A good throw,
Said the tailor.
but the stone did fall back to earth. I'll throw one for you that will not come back.
He reached into his pocket, pulled out the bird, and threw it into the air, happy to be free. The bird flew up and away, and did not come back. Now the giant was scared of the tailor. He fled from the town. The king married his daughter to the tailor. Thus, the little tailor became a king, and he remained a king as long as he...
Students, this is an exercise of this chapter. If you want, you can pause the video and do it. Thank you, students.